Hello everybody and welcome back to my personal vlog series. These are bi-weekly videos that I record and post to keep myself accountable, help me keep track of the lessons that I learn every single week, and update the internet on how my personal projects are coming along. At the moment, these videos may be a little bit boring because I spent a lot of my time on my computer, and so it's updating about the things that I've done on my computer and the lessons I've learned. But if you keep coming back and you stick around, I promise you things are going to get really good and you do not want to miss it. So now that we've dressed the bun, let's get into the meat of it all, shall we? Before we get started, this video is sponsored by Caudita Mahogany, the world's sweetest, bestest mahogany seedling ever to exist. There are no finances in the sponsoring of this video. It's all about pure love. And so Caudita is joining us today. She's feeling a little stressed by the wind, but she's strong. She's strong. She's got this. There's a little spider on her. Okay. Thank you, Caudita, for the sponsoring of this video. We appreciate you. So this is my first full video in an entire month. I know, I said I would do a vlog every 2 weeks. But you know what? This brings us to our first lesson that was learned over the last little bit. If it ain't right, if it don't feel right, don't force it. The day that I was meant to be posting and recording my previous vlog, I did do the recording. I went to start editing it, and as I was watching it back, I thought, I don't really like it. I don't like my energy. I feel really rushed. I'm talking really fast. I'm not connecting ideas together. I just don't like it. And so I considered, do I re-record? I'm still kind of in that energy. Is that the energy I want to bring into the video? So I said, okay, let me do it tomorrow. Well, guess what? Tomorrow came around and I still didn't feel it. And I really thought to myself, I pondered this is what I said I was going to do. I'm already a day late. What am I going to do? And then I thought, okay, what are my options? Either record and post something that I don't really feel that good about, but it's what I committed to, so I do it. Don't post anything at all, which I don't feel good about, but it lets me off the hook because my energy wasn't feeling right. And, those two narratives are running my head. You said you would post, and no one is watching me anyways. So I let those narratives swim around in my mind for a little bit, and then, the ego-filled thought that there's nobody really watching me anyways, I realized was untrue because my last vlog previously to that had 127 views, which for people who have thousands of views or whatever, that's nothing. But for somebody who had 18 views on her last one, 127? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. So yes, there are people watching, and yes, I should stick to my commitment. So what did I do? I made a healthy compromise. I came up with something that made me feel good about committing to the process while also removing the forcefulness that I was feeling around creating the entire video. So I just posted a short video. It was 3 minutes long, and I basically just said, yo, what up? This is me. I ain't doing this week. And it felt so good. And did the world end because I didn't post a full vlog? No. Did I stick to my Did I still get to stick to my commitment? Did I still get to stick to my commitment by posting an update? Yep. And did I feel way better by not forcing it? Absolutely. So, number 1, as a reminder, if it don't feel right, don't force it. Now, I'm going to drink some coffee. For all you ASMR freaks out there. Freak in a good way, like PH freak, like freak. Freak, you little freak. Okay, cool. Now, some big exciting things have happened over the last 2 weeks. Some of them I can talk about. Some of them I can't give the full details yet. But I can give you a couple little hints so you can tell when I say exciting things are coming in the future, I mean it. Okay? So, one of them that I can talk about, my residency process is rolling. All I have to do now is sit back and wait, which is very, very exciting. I feel So much joy. So much joy. I have been waiting for this for the last 2 years and a couple of months, especially specifically the last year and a half, because I haven't been able to leave the country, which is fine. I don't really want to leave the country, but I want to know that if I need to leave the country, I can. Now, I mean, you know? So it's moving. It's going through. I'm so excited. It took so long to get my papers accepted, but now here we are. So that's just a fun update. I also went to a networking potluck, and the amount of people that I met there that just want to do good things for Belize and for people and for the nature and the environment. This is the best. It just gave me so much hope, and it felt so good to be in person with people who have similar values to me. I felt, I felt for a long time like I'm doing this alone. Like I've been doing all of these ideas and things by myself, and that's part of who I am as like an only child, independent, parentified person who's growing up out through all of that. Hello, Mahogany. As that person, I am very, very independent, and I just kind of thought I would always build things on my own. And suddenly, I'm realizing how many cool people there are here that have similar ideas to me and want to do good in this world and have different skills, different sets of knowledge, and together we can do amazing things. So I just am really, really excited. There's, we're going to be having more of these networking events, and the conversations will keep flowing until we figure out exactly what these projects look like. But the potential is there, and it's chef's kiss exciting. The other thing is that a weekend event away in Belize City led to TV opportunity for me. Not for me specifically, but for one of my big projects, the meditation. It also led to meeting really, really incredible people, just in general. But that's as far as I can tell you about that. So that will be a secret. I mean, it's not a secret. You know it's happening. But the details, the when, the how, the why, the what, the who, the where, will come in the future. But that does bring me to lesson number 2. Life is as much about play as it is about getting stuff done. What does that even mean? I mean, duh. But, society and societal norms have us prioritizing work over play always. At least that's how I feel. I ended up getting conditioned as work, 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 and I feel guilty about play, play, play. And I actually almost didn't go to Belize City because the Kindness Worldwide Global Meditation happened on August 2nd. The event I wanted to go to was on August 1st. And even though I don't drink or anything, I knew it would still be a late night. And so I really considered, okay, what are my options here? Am I going to be in a good place for the meditation? Is it going to affect the meditation for other people? Will I be too tired? I really put into consideration all of these things and fully considered not going at all just to make sure the meditation would go smoothly. But after I thought about it and I realized that I have a friend from Denmark here visiting, I figured, you know what? We just got to do it. We just have to go. We'll make it work. Everything will work out perfectly. And guess what? Because I went, because I prioritized that play, that time with my friends, that time to create memories and fill myself with joy and dopamine that's not scrolling or whatever, I was heavily rewarded. Not only with amazing experience, beautiful memories, and some of the most heartfelt, genuine compliments I've ever received in my entire life that really made me feel seen and really made me feel like I've felt my soul tribe. Not only did I walk away with pure bliss and my own personal joy that was more than anything I could have ever asked for, I also had my residency appointment line up perfectly with me being there in Belize City and was able to make that happen at the same time. And I met some of the coolest people with the biggest brains doing some of the most creative and incredible things. Everybody had an interesting job title. Everybody was doing work that somewhere along the line could fit into these projects and things that I'm working on. It was just I just walked away from so many conversations with like my jaw on the floor, my theoretical jaw on the floor, because I didn't want people to be like, what's up with this girl? But I was just like, I can't believe these people I met. And then just through telling somebody about the meditation, I was offered a spot on a TV on like a news channel to be able to promote the meditation and to be able to get to those 10,000 people like really quick. I mean, who knows what will happen, but still, it's incredible. If I didn't go, I wouldn't have met a marketing specialist. I wouldn't have met a marine biologist. I wouldn't have met a TV host who wants to host me and be a part of the meditation. I wouldn't have been able to show people who join the meditation that you can do this from anywhere. I wouldn't have been able to fill my heart with as much love and joy and to receive and let myself be seen and receive so many compliments if it wasn't for going. That weekend was everything. That weekend was... I didn't even realize how much I needed that. And I am riding off the high still, let me tell you. So, at the end of the day, when you choose to experience the most out of life while also maintaining your responsibilities, you will be greatly rewarded. Don't forget to have fun. Life is just as much about fun as it is about getting your stuff done. So when you lean into your play as much as you do your work, life will reward you. Don't forget that. Coffee time. For those of you that have like that phobia where you can't hear people drink and stuff, I'm so sorry. I really am. I'm not an ASMR freak. But it's kind of fun. Like I can see why people do the ASMR thing, because it's like, it's just kind of fun. You get to just like mess with people and make weird noises and people love it. But I digress. This isn't an ASMR video. We're just getting distracted. The coffee's hitting. The mahogany's sweetin'. The wind is blowing. And the sun be sunnin'. So, Okay. Back on track. As the weeks have progressed, I've begun to make some movement on my production suppliers and my website. So I finally have some test products on their way to me from the new potential production supplier. We will see. For those of you who remember, I was dealing with the print space before and came to find out that they are not what they say they are supposed to be. And for me, quality, like a high quality product, is of the utmost importance. I want something that shows my name in a very positive light and that gives people an experience that lasts a lifetime, that makes them feel good when they look at the product, when they handle the product, when they stare at it, when they pass it down to their child because they, have too many EcoSam pictures and need to make some space for new ones. I want those kinds of things to last. And that last production supplier, turns out, is not the case at all. It's like really bad. Really bad. So, we're not going to get into the bad. We're going to get into the good. I'm really grateful and I'm really excited to find partners that I actually align with. I think one of the things I was trying to prioritize before was convenience by having it easily connect to the website through the APIs that are already automatic. And what I've learned is the ones that make it the easiest are typically the ones that have the trashiest products. So by removing that, I'm focusing on the sustainability and the quality aspects to really find who aligns with me. And in finding these potential aligned partners, one conversation really, really helped me to understand one of my core values that I didn't even have listed. And I've actually known this as a core value of mine for a long time, but I forgot about it when I was first writing them. And then this experience helped me realize that customer relations, customer service, customer experience is of the utmost importance to me. I met with Juan from Print Innovation Lab, which is just outside of Chicago, and he spent an hour and 15 minutes with me on Google Meets over the phone, teaching me about paper types, color profiles, the process I was doing before and why it was wrong and why it was weird, different borders for the pages, different like framing options, the whole process. In general, he was looking at the pictures that I had received and telling me why they got printed wrong, and he was showing me on his how it should look, and he was helping walk me through like where some spots are overexposed so that I can improve my pictures. This guy is the real deal. He's a printer. He didn't have to take his time to do that, but he did. He offered me a quick call to talk about one thing, and then we spent an hour and 15 minutes together. And I realized something. Like, that is what it's about. That's the key. That is everything to me. Like, while all these companies are moving towards the help center that just moves you in circles, and the AI chatbot that can get you so far, and the like single phone line that you can't get a hold of anybody on, all these companies are moving towards that, and all I want is a human to human experience. And that human to human experience that I had with Juan at Print Innovation Lab was so good and made me feel so fulfilled inside that even though he doesn't do framing, I'm working through every strategy in my mind to be able to work with him anyways, because that level of customer care and experience, even when he's not sure if I will be a returning customer of his yet, that's bar none. That is the utmost level of importance, if that made sense. But that's the kind of experience I want to provide to people, you know, and I understand not everyone, not all the time. Do you have like an hour and 15 minutes extra to give to people? But when you do, you do it. And when somebody is been troubled and is looking for a positive customer experience, being able to give that to them makes such a difference. I've been in customer service and retail and the service industry since I started working, like literally since I started working. My first customer service job at Discovery Canyon at Riverbend Golf Course in Red Deer when I was like, what was I, 13? I've been in it a long time. My dad's in the service industry, like he's a golf professional. I've experienced a lot of customer service, and I've always prided myself on customer service, which is why this has always been a core value of mine, but I didn't look at it from the way of like my own business and what that actually looks like as a core value. But what I've come to understand is the human to human experience, that personal touch, is something that I will value and look for in every production and fulfillment center that I work with, any partner of product that I work with. I want some form of human experience. It doesn't have to be that in touch, because I know that is rare, and that was really special of Juan to do for me. But it needs to have a certain level of, I can access a human and work through something if I need to. And if you direct me to your AI chatbot help center page and refuse to help me otherwise, we're probably not going to be a good fit. And I can guarantee that when I start designing bespoke collections for people, the customer process that I'm going to walk them through from beginning to end will make them feel like a longtime friend that's just getting a cool collection design for them. This whole experience reinforced something in me. My team, my client experience, and my suppliers must be centered around the human. Real organic intelligence, building a passion project that is made by humans for humans. AI has its place, but for me, that's extremely minimal. Nothing could ever replace humanity. And I stand on that. And finally, to wrap up this update, kind of, we have a few more pages to go, but that's okay. We're doing really good, I think. Do you remember that vision board that we were making earlier? Well, it wasn't really doing the trick. It wasn't helping me get further. It kind of grounded me in the vision of things that I believe in, but it didn't help me get stuff out of my head, and it didn't help me track the tasks I needed to do. So, my friend was here, and she helped me come up with a new system. I was up until 1:30 a.m. last night working on it. It's not done. There's so much in my head, and doing this helped me see that there's so much in my head. But it started, and it feels really good. I already feel like the weight, this mental load of just being pulled out. It's kind of like I unzipped right here and just went, get out of me, head, or get out of my head, thoughts. So basically, what's happened is I've taken that presentation board, took all the pictures off. Now the presentation board has got my quarterly goals on it, my weekly to-dos, my random tasks, anything that comes up that I need to do at some point. If I ever have a time where I'm like, oh, I could do something, I can go to the board, I can pick a task off, and I could do the task, which is really great for the dopamine-seeking side of task building. So that's what the presentation board is. And then my bedroom wall expands, and it has my main ideas, subcategories for those main ideas, and then subcategories and beyond. So the ideas kind of spread out. Now that I see it on the wall, I see what I need to prioritize first, and I see that things will come. Before, I wanted everything to happen now, just like this, right in this moment. And so then I was trying to work on all these things at once, and I was getting really overwhelmed, really burnt out, really confused, really unsure of which thing to work on, stressed, like the whole thing. So what did I do? I just put it all on the wall. And now I can see where things need to be broken up, where my true priorities are to begin with, and then where the other ideas go. And I've also created a process. So I have all of my little cutouts that I put on the wall in the different color-coded subcategory pages. And I'm going to have a little baggie with some pens and markers and those papers. And I'm going to carry it with me everywhere. And if I have an idea, scribble it on there. And then when I get home, I can put it on the wall. Let's just take a breath for a second. Because truly, I mean, nobody will fully grasp or understand, I think, like the level of relief that comes with this. But the amount of things that was swirling in my brain that all felt genius, all felt important, all felt necessary, and all felt like they had to happen now, I didn't even realize. Now I do. Now I see it and I go, wow, girl, no wonder your brain never shut up, slowed down, stopped. So hopefully now my meditation sessions are going to be way easier. So it just feels really good. I'm so excited. I used to take my notes when I would have an idea. I would open the first thing I could think of, whether it was a Notion page or my WhatsApp or my notes app. It didn't matter. I just opened the first one that was there so I could get the idea as quickly as possible. Do you know how many ideas I've lost? Like, there were just everywhere. So it's going to be fun. One day I get to go back and listen and kind of add to the wall, which will be really, really cool. But yeah, that brings us to lesson number 4. Strategies that work for others may not work perfectly for you. Keep trying until you find your groove. It's worth the incredible feeling of satisfaction when you find a method that works. That's lesson number 4. Strategies that work for others may not perfectly work for you. Keep trying until you find your groove. It's worth it. So this brings me to lesson number 5. And this is going to be the lesson for anyone who is starting their own passion project or business and they need to define their mission, vision, and core values. This really helped me because originally I thought that my mission and core values and vision were done. But I wasn't feeling a ton of direction from it and just, it felt like it was off even though I completed it. And so I asked my friend Allie to help me, and help me she did. She helped me see what is the next step. Once you have come up with your mission statement, you got to break it down and ask questions about each sentence that you've made in that statement. Can you answer those questions? Can you define key words you've used in that sentence? Can you actually explain what you mean in what you're saying? And if you can't, back to the drawing board with you. So that brings us to today. And looking forward to the next 2 weeks. The next vlog will be posted on August 23rd or 24th. I think it's the 24th. 14 days from today, basically. In that time, my plan is simple. There's a hair in my mouth. In that time, my plan is simple. 1, have the first phase of my... Okay. Where were we? Okay. In that time, I plan to, 1, have the first phase of my website launched. This means websites available, about pages visible, and the journals are available for sale. 2, have the September 27 meditation planned. I'm thinking in-person group event, encouraging more people to do in-person group events. So, keep an eye out. 3, have my wall mind map completely filled in. I mean, like as filled in as it can be before new ideas come in. But everything that's in my head, it should be on there by the next 2 weeks. And for my personal goal, I want to meditate every single morning. Every single morning for the next 14 days and beyond. But until then, that's just a personal goal I'm throwing in so that I can say, yay, I did it. Other than that, that's everything. Thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. This is fun. I forgot how hard it is to talk in front of a camera, but it's okay. We get better every single time. Oh, Caudita Mahogany has something to say to you. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, Sam. Please hit like and subscribe and share this with your friends so that they can find out about Eco Sam and all of her photography. Okay, thank you so much. Here's a kiss from me. From Caudita Mahogany and I, see you next time. Bye. Hi, everyone. That was aggressive. Let's get into it. Okay. I learned over... That experience with Juan at Print Innovation Lab helped... That experience with Juan at Print Innovation Lab... So that experience with Juan at Print Innovation... Okay. That experience... And finally, you remember the core of it... In the vision... Can you answer? What the frick am I trying to say here? Let's learn and let's update the last words. To wrap up this update, that was good. That was really good.